This is the CW News at 6:30.
Now at 6:30, investigators are still trying to figure out what sent flames shooting through the roof of this Henrico apartment complex. Welcome to the news at CW News at 6:30. I'm Curtis McCloud. Chris Thomas is taking some time off. You can see the flames here ripping through this building at the Hickory Creek Apartments. That building is now condemned and 19 people are without a place to live. Tonight, Ashley Mofford talks with one of the families about the frightening moments before they escaped. Thanks, Ashley. A new type of community policing takes Richmond officers not just where people live, but where they shop. This afternoon, officers spread out in groups to talk with managers and store owners in the Southside Plaza and Circle Shopping Center. Over the last year, that area has seen 2 murders and 2 women have been robbed. Police Chief Alfred Durham says he wants police to have more of a presence throughout their precincts and get to know people they serve. The chief says communication is the way to cut crime, but not everyone is sold on the idea. Right now, 2 officers are on foot patrol in each division. The chief says he hopes to add 2 more officers to each precinct after the next graduating academy class. We had a dry Tuesday, but some rain could be soon on the way, joining those cooler temperatures tonight. Right now, let's turn it over to meteorologist Ross Runner. Ross, tell us what we can expect later on.
Well, Curtis, I do think by later on this evening, overnight, we might have a few scattered showers.
Thanks, Ross. We'll be sure to keep those umbrellas handy. If you're coughing and sneezing, that's no surprise. Spring is here, and so is allergy season. If you have tree pollen allergies, you'll notice symptoms first. There are some things you can do to reduce your exposure, like closing your windows and using the air conditioner. Also, reduce outdoor activity between 5 a.m. and 10 a.m. And take a shower before bed, and make sure you change your sheets and clothes often. Even pollen-removing air filters can help. Those with severe allergies need to plan ahead to minimize an impact. And for those of you with grass and ragweed allergies, your time is coming. Symptoms generally start in just a couple of months. Well, developing right now, nearly a dozen officers are guarding the wreckage of a Germanwings plane that crashed in the French Alps. Officials have said all 150 on board the plane were likely killed when it crashed on its way from Barcelona in Spain to Dusseldorf, Germany. We know 16 of the passengers were German high school students and their teachers returning from a week-long exchange in Spain. Rescue crews will resume search operations at daybreak. Recovery efforts are expected to last 1 week. Well, right now, the search for a missing Pulaski County boy is now well into day 3. Noah Thomas was last seen Sunday morning. Crews from several agencies are searching for Noah tonight. Officials say they don't expect foul play right now because Noah left home on foot, but because of his age, they think he's in danger. Crews have been working around the clock, putting in 12-hour shifts. If you know anything that can help state police bring Noah home, call them at 1-800-822-4453. Well, a Richmond man turning tragedy into creativity. Just 7 months after a swimming accident left him paralyzed, Joshua Smith is putting his engineering skills to work. He created this gadget, the 6th digit, and it gives people who don't have the ability to feel a chance to use electronic devices just like everybody else. Now, Joshua has a patent for his product. Now he's hoping to raise enough money to do a bulk order and continue to grow and build his company, HandyZap.
I tried crawling up the hill and that wasn't a go, so I fell asleep on the side of the mountain.
You want to stick around for this amazing story of survival following a crash that sent this truck rolling 200 feet down an embankment. And this viral video certainly has its share of critics. Hear what some are calling a disgusting take on parenting when the CW News at 6:30 continues.
Hello? Dispatch, top fire ahead, I'm looking for a baby.
You're watching a police officer's heroic rescue of a child from a burning home, all captured on the officer's body cam. Sergeant Joe Hudson ran inside this Georgia home, realizing a child was still inside. You can hear him struggling to breathe as he frantically searches for the child, even grabbing random clothes to cover his face, blocking his camera for just a moment. Then he finds the child in a back bedroom and gets out of the house. How about that? Hudson says he was just doing his job. Apparently, he didn't even tell his wife about his heroic efforts. Well, 2 California women end up behind bars after confronting a couple of school bullies. A mother and a stepmother say their 12-year-old son was being bullied for months, but the school wasn't doing anything about it. That's when they took matters into their own hands, showing up in the school cafeteria and confronting the 2 bullies. Both moms were arrested, accused of assaulting the 12 and 13-year-old girls. And the boy's 15-year-old sister was also arrested and facing assault charges. Well, take a look at these incredible images coming out of Montana. This truck severely damaged after a man crashed in a remote area and dropping off the side of a mountain. It's hard to imagine, but despite his injuries, he was able to survive for hours until he was found and rescued by strangers. Scott Zoltan has all the details.
Ain't nothing wrong with that child. Just needs to be beat.
A swift and harsh reaction to a Texas woman's parenting rant on YouTube. In the post, Kathleen Smith is talking about a child acting out inside a grocery store. She goes on to say there are ways to stop that kind of behavior. Some of her ideas are more than a little shocking. Now, some are not just upset about her parenting rant, but some are concerned it appears that she recorded that video while driving. Kathleen says she's not apologizing for the video.
This is CW Richmond First Warning Weather.
Up early next week, but we'll have another chance of rain, it looks like, on Monday.
All right, Ross, bring on that warm weather. Thank you. Stay with us for what could have been a catastrophe. Find out why police are on the lookout for a woman and her car surfing kitty. And actress Angelina Jolie is taking further steps to lower her cancer risk. All the details are up next. Welcome back. Actress Angelina Jolie is continuing her efforts to inform women about preventative medical procedures. In a New York Times article, Jolie shared she had another surgery to remove her ovaries and fallopian tubes just last week to reduce her risk of cancer. Jolie says the surgery was less complex than her double mastectomy, but its effects are more severe, forcing her into menopause. She says a blood test revealed possibly early signs of ovarian cancer, the disease that took the life of her mother back in 2007. All right, thanks, Tyler. Here's a look at what's in prime time on CW Richmond. Take a look at this photo of a cat on a leash on the hood of a moving SUV in Ohio. One witness knew no one would believe her tale, so she snapped these pictures as proof of the cat was walking around on the hood while the SUV traveled. It didn't look too happy about it either. Police are trying to track down the driver, but do not have a license plate. How about that? Well, that's all the time we have tonight. Until next time, may good news be with you.